So the map is here, and then Happy Americans Day for the election, my friends. Anyways, um, so we ended with Japan. I just gotta hurry up with this. I will revise. Uh, I've got to lock it. But the Japan, right? They like, hey man, interventionism's got us pretty much destroyed in two big wars. I know you did as well for us in one. So hey, here's an idea. Why don't we go back to isolationism? And that's what they do. And they say, hey Australia, we kind of cocked you, and you're probably not gonna get back to the ITO too easy now, so you kind of backstabbed them. Um, but my friends, since you were so loyal and so brave, we'll give you the territories we took over. And so Australia, or the Australian Federation, took overlordship of Taiwan and this one island I can't remember the name of. This one. So there you go, we've got an Australian Empire. Alright. Next thing's next in this Australian Empire. No, mine doesn't make sense. We'll see that next time. But communist stuff is growing here. Okay. Um, next thing's next, as they say. We finally have America invading Costa Rica. The only free state left in Central America. This is a special military operation because they actually obtained mass weapons of mass destruction, so it's for the good of the world. So a small little skirmish down here. Paratroopers up around here destroying their logistics, and then they kind of just steamroll the rest. And then poor little guys, you know, that's the end of them. There you go. Big America. More ITO. Okay. Also big Panama, that's the American Caribbean territories. Anyways, yeah. Next, my planet. Oh yes, over here. So with Algeria, right? They have little puppet guys everywhere, and they're like, I don't know why this happens. It's really disgusting and annoying. But like, what they said, hey, we're taking over territory now. May as well try and start like an African, like central state, communist state, where everyone's communist and we're all united. And everyone's kind of getting the same idea. They pretty much all want this. We're just like probably gonna be a pain to sell. Also, these guys to learn that and ask France. But they go to their puppet down here, say, hey, you're part of us now, and I can't put up much resistance. So the North African Commune, or the North African United, who are these aligned to again? China. So it won't be SSR. The North African, the North African United Communist Republic, NAUCRA. Oh, that's a better name. The Saharan Communist Republics. SACRA. There you go. Anyways, yeah, so then they grew into about this. And when they said to Ethiopia and South Africa, we'll buy your puppets that don't serve you much here, we'll buy them off you. And we're in the same faction, it'll do better for us, you'll probably accept anyways. And they said yes, for a pretty high price. And they're both integrated into SACRA. There we go. Based Africa moments. Except there's not, because they're communists. But hey man, look, we're getting closer to a united African state. And then they asked the CCR for overlordship of Chad, but the CCR unfortunately say no for the what used to be Algeria. So that's about the end of that for them for now. They're growing pretty big. Yeah. So that's looking like pre-colonial borders. Yeah, it looks pretty colonial. Mainly because that's still pretty much the British, and that looks like French, and then that's just the Spanish and Portuguese, and that's Italian. Anyways, just gotta focus up, as I say. Nigeria could be integrated too, but we see them staging a communist civil war, which has been brewing for years now, as I mentioned it a lot, well at least once, maybe even twice, or 0 times. I'm just imagining it. But anyways, communist civil war in Morocco, who took these territories off Spain, and I kind of forgot about him. So we can ignore that. Anyways, yeah, so that's the borders of the communist civil war. And you're like, hey, these guys are just gonna win and integrate them, but no, because the Americans remember the service the Moroccan people did to them in recognizing their country before everyone else. So they just give them some freedom, and literally, and they kind of. Well, the North Falls, as a communist, had lots of support. It's been building since like 1966 or 67 or 65 or 64 or one of them. During the Libyan preparations, but they hold down here, and then the Americans come in and give them some liberation with modern jets. They just bomb them to smithereens. I mean, they push back up here, and the modern CAS is really helping, as you can see. Not tanks as much. Oh, it's China might start telling America to go away because this is the kind of their area of interest. Was China invested in Africa and Russia invested in South America? Maybe yeah, they're just snaking and pushing through until they reach the north. Push the Straits of Gibraltar of helps of Britain there from here. And then in the end they surrender. Or all these pockets are cleaned up, Big Horn dies and they surrender. And then America does a nice thing and say, hey, we just saved you. If we give you the Canary Islands plus Western Sahara, will you join our faction? And they will be stupid to say no to that. A, because America will bomb the smithereens, or B, the communists will lead them, or C, why would you say no to that in the first place? You get free protection and lots of land that they have claimed to. Well, Canary Islands more loosely, Western Sahara definitely. It's a sad time somewhere Western Sahara enjoys out there, but it's like, I think like 100,000 people live there or something. It can't be that much, maybe a couple 100,000. In Heartsmine it's 40,000, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, yeah. Big Morocco. I don't know what I keep doing, I've got to lock in. So we've got Big Morocco now. Removing the colonial borders, and we got some like actual African like nations back. And then we got like North African, apart from the Suez, we got North African actual ITO stuff. Okay, what else I want to do? I did Australia and Japan. I did North Africa, I did Morocco, I did that. Yes, Russia. This is less realistic, but I'm running out of ideas before a big war, and I don't want to do a big war yet, because I feel like I'm going to forget something. And also because I don't want to do a big war this early, because on the days it's so, I don't want to say that, yeah, actually, that's going to be dumb. Anyways, so Russia says to these, the Baltic SSRs, integrate now or we'll invade you. Latvia, whose national identity has been run down at this point, agree, and they vote to join the Union. Estonia just had a massive economic downturn. They can't afford to uphold their armed forces and the leadership of respectable people, and they don't want to see their people be slaughtered by the Russians. They agree as well, in hopes that they'll get independence from the Americans or like someone else one day. And then the Lithuanians down here though are very reluctant, and they is about to get some of you guys pretty excited. And they say, alright, including myself by the way, and they say we'll make a compromise and we unify, yeah, with Poland instead. I just thought that on the spot. That was actually so beautiful. And then the Russians accept this compromise because they're losing Lithuania, but Poland's pretty much on their thumb anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. Oh, that's very exciting stuff. Love that. But the Poland borders made me want to rip my eyes out now, I'm gonna be honest. No, it's a better idea. A, I can fix the borders, and B, it will make more sense. And Russia accepts on the terms that they return Lwów to their Ukrainian little fella. And then Poland say yes, because mainly Ukrainians are living here now since the war's over. And there we go, fixed borders. Sorry, I'm a Polish nationalist out there. It must be a sad day for you. Not really. You got Lithuania. It's probably more valuable than Lwów. I'm not Polish. I don't know how to pronounce the actual thing of it. But it's changed in Ukrainian. So we've got the Polish-Lithuanian SSR. It might claim to Belarus and then like half of Ukraine. Who knows? Might expand a bit. Probably won't know because that's just not realistic, is it? Well, then half of South ain't realistic. But that's especially not. So base moments up here. That was actually a really good idea at last minute. Good job, man. Thanks, man. funny Russian moments, and I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So Russia kind of getting back to where they used to be before. Cracking back down, you know. Got to fight the West at some point. I don't really spoil value for any years not having. Else there'll be no point. It's not a Cold War. I mean, it's not. It's not a Cold War because no one's developed nukes yet. I forgot about that. Oops. You might see that next time. Alright. And Finland might die next time too. No spoilers. Hopefully they don't know. They're pretty based. Make Clash of Clans. Pretty sure. Yeah, they're finished, aren't they? Superstar. Okay, last thing. Finally, I can lock in a minute. India does some funny business here and then declares war on Myanmar with no help. They're pretty unstable anyways, let's be real. So it's kind of actually a liberation. Well, it's not because they're communist, but it's better than nothing, mate, let's be real. And this is like the worst. Fun fact, this Burma province here in Hearts of Iron is the only province, or only is it tiles or province? I was getting mixed up. There's only tile. Like, it's the only big one where every single little one in it has a different thing. Like there's a desert, there's a jungle, there's a forest, there's a plains. Which one has some mountains? There's all of them. Anyways, yeah, off on that tangent, these guys get trapped here. They push you. This is lots of Chinese help, and also look in the mirror and tell me you guys gonna hold, man. This is a powerful India. And then yeah, they just surrender because they pretty much killed everyone already. So sad moments for Myanmar nationalists out there, or Burma nationalists, whichever you may prefer. But yeah, saves the horrible civil war in several decades, unless it happened really early. I can't remember. There you go. We've got almost British Raj back. There's new Pakistan, and like a bit of Kashmir that Pakistan never gave back because who cares, man? Let's be real. Anyways, yep, that's pretty base stuff. And now I'm gonna go do something in my life that's productive. Goodbye.